Sports, weekdays at 4 on WGN America.
Anthony Rizzo hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. That's it for the Cubs to this point, but enough for Jacob Turner and a strike on Logan Schaefer. Zimmerman goes to the ninth with a no-no. The Reds now lead the Pirates 2-1 in the bottom of the eighth. Johnny Cueto with an RBI single. So they let him bat in the tie game. He came through.
And he's shooting for his 20th win.
Yeah, that's probably why he got the at bat. I saw Brian Price, even with Cueto struggling against the Cubs earlier, leave him in for that very reason. Schaefer hits it high in the air. Way off the line is Soler. He's got a long run, and it's foul. It's the only guy who knew that it was foul or a homer is Schaefer. He barely got halfway down the line.
Schaefer has not hit a home run for the Brewers this year. 114 at-bats prior to today.
So final day of the season, no hitters. Mike Witt. Did he throw a perfect game last day?
I don't know.
California.
He's got a no-hitter on his resume. I know that. Most no-hitters are thrown in April and September.
Final day of the '84 season. Perfect game against Texas. Schaefer walks. So he's been on both times. Third walk given up by Turner. There's Elian Herrera playing second today. We haven't seen Scooter Gennett in this series.
No, I think he pinch hit once maybe. But must have something physical going on. See if Ron Renicky puts a play on here, try to generate a little something from the bottom of the order. David Price for the Tigers today stepped up, 7 1/3 scoreless. He allowed 4 hits, struck out 8, walked a couple. Turned it over to Jabba Chamberlain. 2-0 bottom of the 8th for the Tigers.
Going outside on Herrera. Derek Ballinger checking in. Why is JD not in the Hall of Fame? It's a travesty. He only got 1 vote in 2001. I'll be rooting for you in 2015. Thanks, Derek. Campaign has started.
Yes, you could be the chairman. What's your gut? Zimmerman gets it?
Well, he's down to 1 batter, Christian Yelich. Yes, I'm going to say he does.
Yeah, I'll go yes too.
So Jordan Zimmerman has no hit the Miami Marlins, and apparently it was a great catch. We'll get the highlight.
Christian Yelich lined out to left.
Adam Kilgore covers the Nationals just tweeted, "Oh my God," and I'm thinking, does that mean it's over? Does it? Oh man.
Stay
Steven
tuned.
Souza Jr. with the catch. First no-hitter in Nationals history. Two one, fouled back, now 2-2.
But not franchise history. I mean, that's close.
Right.
I think a handful. I think Bill Stoneman might have one or two.
Yes, he did. I think two. And Dennis Martinez.
Yeah.
Was perfect. It gets by everybody and allows Schaefer to advance. Let's go to Masson for the final out.
And a ball driven to left center. Souza. He's got it! He's got it! It's a no-hitter for Jordan Zimmerman!
Wow. Souza with the catch. That's a great play.
That?
Slightly reminiscent of Robin Yount's catch to preserve Juan Nieves' no-hitter, 1987. That was impressive. Herrera lines in the left. Schaefer coming around third. Coughlin up with it. His throw cut off by Valbuena. Throw to second. Safe. 2-2. Herrera has tied it.
A walk, wild pitch. Gets Schaefer into scoring position, and then Herrera slices this one to left field to get him home. Good hustle by Herrera to get into scoring position. Yeah, that's the old adage, right? And every no-hitter or perfect games, there's one big play that saves the day. It doesn't always happen that way, but it seems to.
Well, I think baseball fans right now are trying to figure out where the Marlins are on the final day of next season, so they can be there for maybe more history.
Another no-hitter. I witnessed Matt Cain's perfect game a couple of years ago in San Francisco. The Gregor Blanco play. That one was unbelievable.
Mike Baxter and the Johan Santana no-no, first in Mets history. What a great catch. Ended up on the DL as the result of that play. Fires, bunts, foul.
Fires trying to steer that ball away from Anthony Rizzo. And that's not easy to do because Rizzo's right up in his grill. So apparently Zimmerman's shoulder's okay. There had been some concerns. And boy, Matt Williams has got a lot of options as to how he wants to set up his rotation for the postseason. That rotation is really, really good and pitching quite well right now.
Nice job by the manager to put Souza in for defense. Fires is out, but he does get Herrera to third on a sacrifice bunt. Zimmerman threw 104 pitches. Piece of cake for 9 innings. Doesn't feel like he was stretched too much at all. Infield in a tie ball game as Milwaukee tries to grab its first lead today.
Yeah, and they don't start until Friday. First game of the divisional series for the Nationals in Washington on Friday.
Swing and a miss by Parham.
Turner with 2 strikeouts today, and it's been Parra both times.
I know they've tried to shorten things a little bit, take an off day out here and there, but do you think they could do a better job in October, since we do play this game every day, of not having game day off, game day, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a game that should be measured by how good you are in playing every single day.
And depth.
Yep.
Well, they got Herrera caught. He's going to try to stay in a rundown long enough to allow Parra to advance, but Turner did the right thing. He ran right at him and didn't allow Parra to even think about it.
You're going to get a good look from this angle. Going on contact was Herrera, so he's hung up, and Turner makes quick work of him. No chance for Parra to move into scoring position.
So how do you feel if you're the Red Sox? They're getting smoked today 7-0 in the 7th against the Yankees. So they win the World Series. They go after the Bobby Valentine disastrous year. They win the World Series. This year they finish in last. But I think a lot of people feel like they've got a chance to turn it right back around again next year.
They do, right? That's kind of what they've said.
Yes.
That they're not entering any kind of a rebuilding phase.
The Yankees and Red Sox playing statistically a meaningless series in terms of the standings in Boston, but because of the Derek Jeter farewell weekend, it created a lot of interest. But yeah, it's almost impossible to think at the beginning of a season that they would match up the final weekend and neither team's going anywhere.
Yankees are 21st in the major leagues in runs scored. The Red Sox 19th. In their own league, and I guess that's where it matters. Red Sox 12th of the 15 teams. The Yankees next to last. I don't know. Personnel-wise, is Boston close to being what they were last year? Big Poppy's a year older. Still really good. Yep. 35 home runs.
1-2 on Braun, and Parra has to dive back.
Pedroia had a down year.
Reds now lead 4-1 as they're going to the 9th. So the Pirates need a huge comeback. Their division hopes are done. Parra takes off. The pitch is low. A little double clutch by Baker. And Parra able to stay on the bag. I'd have torn both groin muscles, or all of them, on that slide. I don't think it felt too good for Parra.
Yeah, and it's just interesting this final day of the season. The aggressive base running. I guess you have to give everybody credit. Guys playing right down to the final out.
Oh yeah, no, I'd have been done for 6 months. Change up missed, low and in. Full count, 3-2. So the Tigers have won the AL Central. So it's Detroit and Baltimore in the first round. 3-0 the final over the Twins today. Baez has to charge. Out at first. And Renicky will come out. And 1 second. Cubs being told not to head into the dugout yet, and Braun telling his manager, I couldn't tell. And you can cue
the music.
WGN Sports Band.
I'd like to thank the Academy, my agents.
I wouldn't have to do all this if you weren't doing dog stuff like barking or... Who gave Hope a steak bone?
She fetched my slippers. I keep my promises.
Raising Hope. Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
What's your kitty's name?
It's a puma. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Looking at the list of ingredients, you might think to yourself, it can't be that hard to bake a batch of Stacy's pita chips. But you'd be wrong. There's an art to bake the perfect pita, and at Stacy's, there are no shortcuts. Batches are freshly prepared, gently rested overnight, halved, cut, and then baked again. It's not the easy way, but it's the better way. That's the Stacy's way, and we're not messing with it.
A smile.
They say you get what you pay for. But sometimes you get a whole lot more, like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger and other great tastes for less from Wendy's.
Now that's better. You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Time for our Honda game summary. A 2-2 tie. The Cubs got their runs in the first on an Anthony Rizzo home run. Jacob Turner has been pretty solid today, as has Mike Fiers. Start something special with great leases and low financing on a new Honda. Visit shophonda.com or go to your local Honda dealer. Curve strike from Fiers to Rizzo, who has 2 hits.
Home run number 32 and a single to right.
Kansas City Tuesday night will host the wild card game. They'll play either the Oakland A's or the Seattle Mariners. After Detroit clinched the AL Central. A lot of people thought Detroit would win the Central, but they didn't think it would go down to the final day. I think conventional wisdom was they were going to run away with it. That's if everything ended right now. Three for three, Anthony Rizzo. Capping a fine 2014.
Looping curveball, and Rizzo able to stay back. Watch, sets weight on the back foot, keeps the hands back. Where's the shift?
Pitch to Soler. Cue shot to first. Lucroy, nobody will have a play. That thing had some nasty spin on it, and obviously Lucroy's not used to playing first. Doesn't do it that often. He's going, I don't know what happened there.
That's a serious masse here off the end of the bat. A little gyro ball. Make Minnesota Fats proud. Look at that thing spinning. Nobody can pick it up.
So an error on Lucroy. And the Cubs have 2 on, nobody out. For Valbuena. Down by Maldonado. Astros season over. They lost today in New York. 70 wins. That's a 19 game improvement from last year when they went 51-111.
And they got a little higher note. Last year they lost their final 15 ball games.
Mets 8, Astros 3. Bartolo Colon finishes the year 15-13. Lucas Duda hit number 30 today. He won their game yesterday with a 9th inning homer. Buena sends it in the air to right. Rizzo will not really be able to tag. It's just way too shallow as Braun makes the catch.
Yeah, that's not one you can even really tag and try to draw a throw on, because if he throws in behind you and you drift too far off base, you get nailed there. So Jose Altuve, who was not going to play and then ultimately did, went 2 for 4, finishes the year with a .341 batting average. That should be good enough, right, to lead the American League. He had a 3-point lead over Victor Martinez coming in.
Both runners go. They picked the perfect pitch to run on a curveball. A double steal. But you don't like. You think only one guy should get.
Well, if they make a play on a guy, see, no play was made here on anybody. You got to credit them both. And
Jorge Soler with his first major league stolen base.
That looks like something serious going on right there.
Infielders will come in against Alcantara. Here's the 1-0. That is a fair ball. The Cubs are going to get a couple to retake the lead. Alcantara on his way to second. It's a 2-run double. 4-2.
Yeah, I think Ricky gave him the double down the right field line signal. And he got it. And delivered. Stays long through the zone. Picks up a couple RBI. Day started poorly for him, striking out his first 2 times up. Good productive swing of the bat there. Gets 2 home.
So it's over in Cincinnati. The Pirates drop a 4-1 decision to the Reds. So the St. Louis Cardinals win the NL Central. Sounds like Adam Wainwright will start, even though that game now doesn't matter.
Well, they will play the Dodgers on Friday. The Cardinals. So that would be normal rest for Wainwright. But obviously now that they've got the division secured, they don't need to push him. 5 innings, 75, 85, 90 pitches, something like that. So how you doing, big guy? Good. Let's shut her down.
Justin Grimm. Derek Gould now tweeting that Wainwright shaking hands in the bullpen with the coaches and has stopped warming up. So maybe he will not
shut him down.
Pitch after all today. He already got his 20th win. That's not a big issue.
Was today his normal day?
Wainwright?
Yeah. Or were they bringing him back
well,
short?
He pitched against the Cubs on Monday. So I think it was an extra day.
An extra day.
Yeah, because they were off Thursday.
Huh. Interesting that they wouldn't pitch him at least a little bit today. Maybe he's a little tender and they feel like rest is the way to go.
It'll be San Francisco at Pittsburgh Wednesday. And you mentioned the Dodgers and the Cardinals opening up the division series in Washington, waiting on the Giants Pirates winner. And that series will start Friday. Alcantara knocking in a couple with a double, and the Cubs have their second 2-run lead.
Fiers has made 9 starts with the Brewers this year. This is number 10. This is the most runs he has allowed in a start.
Segura will get the out at first with Alcantara now at third, 2 away. Now Baker. Little toward first. Fair ball. Baker wanted to slam his bat down in frustration. 2-run double. Alcantara, and the Cubs lead 4-2 as they head to the bottom of the 6th here in Milwaukee.
Somebody says there's a guy with a gun, you go in.
Blue Bloods begins tonight at 7 East, followed by an all-new episode of Manhattan, only on WGN America.
At Domino's, we believe a great pizza needs great cheese. That's why we have experts. Award-winning Wisconsin cheese experts, Mark and Dean. Order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for only $5.99 each and taste the cheese expertise.
I took NyQuil, but I'm still stuffed up.
NyQuil Cold and Flu Liquid Gels don't unstuff your nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Night rushes relief to 8 symptoms of a full-blown cold, including your stuffy nose.
Oh, what a relief it is. Thanks.
Anytime.
Ooh, Sabra.
The best.
Oh, yeah, that tight end is the best.
Oh, it's the tightest. Excuse me. You guys you're not sharing.
Oh, pass up.
Just pass it. Hey, guys, are we out?
Sabra hummus. Dip life to the fullest.
It's intense.
Easy.
Do your weekdays suck?
Yes.
Now there's hope. Raising Hope.
My favorite TV show.
Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
The fix is in here. On Sunday, the fabled sausage race is here. Take on a little different look with a relay. John Baker. I don't know if we'll see it here. Scooter Jeanette actually comes out of the Brewer dugout, and he tells little see Chorizo, the little guy way out there before the tag. That's because Scooter Jeanette came out of the dugout and told him to take off. There's going to be an inquiry here. This is going to cause a lot of bad blood in the sausage community.
It looks like Bratwurst is second.
One final sausage race in 2014.
Fans were booing.
I just hope you don't lose sleep over it tonight.
I think if I were the other sausages, I would appeal. I would go to the replay and have the umpires go to the replay. See Jeanette there talking to Teresa. I said, go. You got to tag up. The line. You're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, that's definitely a baseball axiom.
Yeah, baseball history, a lot of ne'er-do-wells, doctoring baseballs, corking bats, stealing signs. All the way back to 1900, I was reading the story the other day. Tommy Corcoran, playing for the Reds, was coaching third base against the Phillies and stumbled across a buzzer. There was a little mechanism in the third base coach's box. There was a little button there that the third base coach would step on to send a signal to somebody out in the outfield that would then signal the hitter as to what pitch was coming for the Phillies. This is in 1900. Wow. It's the famous, the Giants win the pennant, 1951.
Right, Bobby Thompson.
Yeah, they were stealing signs electronically, signaling to the hitters. They won 37 of their final 44 ball games. It wasn't so much that the Dodgers collapsed, and the Giants just won almost every day.
Lucroy with a base hit. I think he's going to need another one to finish at 300. And into that at bat at 298. That looks to be it for Turner. It would be Justin Grimm. Well, Turner can hang his hat on this one. He was really good today, leading 4-2 as he exits.
What's for lunch, America? That's easy. Golden Corral's new $7.99 lunch deal. It's the fastest lunch in town, and there's something for everyone. It's nonstop appetizers, entrees, our endless salad bar, and our new Las Vegas-style desserts. It's our $7.99 endless lunch, and it's only at Golden Corral.
Looking at the list of ingredients, you might think to yourself, it can't be that hard to bake a batch of Stacy's pita chips. But you'd be wrong. There's an art to bake the perfect pita. And at Stacy's, there are no shortcuts. Batches are freshly prepared, gently rested overnight, halved, cut, and then baked again. It's not the easy way, but it's the better way. That's the Stacy's way. And we're not messing with it.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44. Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
A smile. They say you get what you pay for. But sometimes you get a whole lot more, like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger and other great tastes for less from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
Jacob Turner chatting with his pitching coach, Chris Bosio. And a positive finish for him and a chance for a victory today as he'll turn it over to the bullpen.
First man out of the chute is Justin Grimm. He works for the 73rd time. An outstanding second half turnaround for Grimm. Overall, 5-2 with a 384. He bats .231 against him. He struck out 70 in 68 innings while walking 27.
By the way, in case you're curious, Jonathan Lucroy's batting average right now is .2996, but they do not round up to the next digit, so he will need another hit to go into the 300s to finish the season. Inside on Hector Gomez.
Starlin Castro finishes the season at .292, is actually in the top 10 in the National League in batting average.
How about that?
It just depends on how it all shakes out today, but nice bounce back for him.
Rubin, who covers the Mets for ESPN New York, just tweeted, Sandy Alderson has acknowledged, quote, it's likely the Mets are going to alter the dimensions again at Citi Field. Center and right center. They just haven't been able to get it quite right, I guess. Is there a point where you just stop tweaking? The dimensions are what they are.
What's the I don't know what the dimensions are right now. I know that when they first opened that ballpark, guys were very frustrated. You see David Wright in the highlights hitting a drive, thinking he had a home run, the ball would stay in the yard.
Well, Konerko comes out of the White Sox game, so his career has come to an end. Sox leading the Royals 4-2 in the top of the 6th. He played first, went 0 for 3 today. Foul ball. Left-hander Wesley Wright in the Cubs bullpen. You know, there's certain guys who've come through here. I've been here since '05, but they just handle themselves with such professionalism, and they're the kind of guys you really hope can be around for the success that is really unparalleled in terms of the media coverage and the fans and everything that happens when the Cubs are competing. I thought this way when Juan Pierre was here in 2006. The bad year for the Cubs. It was a one and done for him. Wesley Wright is another guy you hope can experience that. Mark DeRosa comes to mind, and he did experience it. Well, Wesley would absolutely appreciate being a part of it, and considering he's now the veteran guy in terms of the left-hander in the bullpen, that's possible. Well, James Russell having been traded to Atlanta.
Yeah, he's just a good, solid pro. Yep. Kind of quietly goes about his business.
Gomez pops it up. Rizzo makes the grab. It's out number 1. David DeJesus, another guy kind of like that. And he really wanted to be a part of it. Up the middle, it'll take Baez right to second. Double play, 6-3. Inning over. Let's go to the 7th, 4-2 Cubs.
My goal was to finally get in shape. Not to be focusing again on my moderate to severe chronic plaque psoriasis. So I finally made a decision to talk to my dermatologist about Humira. Humira works inside my body to target and help block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to my symptoms. In clinical trials, most adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis saw 75% skin clearance on Humira, and the majority of people were clear or almost clear in just 4 months.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Set a new goal today. Ask your dermatologist about Humira, because with Humira, clear skin is possible.
They say you get what you pay for, but sometimes you get a whole lot more. Like the great tastes starting at just 99 cents each at Wendy's, where saving doesn't mean settling.
Now that's better.
When it comes
comes to home video, an epic fail is a huge success. Successful weeknights start at 6 with America's funniest home videos on WGN America.
Time for our final WGN Cubs fan cam of the season. Summer, yep. Is leading the building for 2014. Buffalo Tom. Cubs leading 4-2. They'll try to add on now against the Milwaukee bullpen. Veteran left-hander Zach Duke is on. That young Brewer fan is collecting as many hats as possible.
Caps for sale. Caps for sale. Remember that book? You read that book when you were a kid?
No, I did not.
That guy selling caps. Zach Duke, the veteran lefty, has found a home in the Milwaukee bullpen. Really good. 2.50 ERA, 74th time and final time he will come out of the pen for the Brewers this year. League hits .226 against them. Due to be a free agent.
Strike called.
I would think the Brewers would have strong interest in retaining the services of Zach Duke with the way he has performed.
Duke bounces right back to Duke. The Patty Duke Show, starring Patty Duke. Identical
alike
cousins,
sometimes
right?
they even. What a wacky pair, yeah. Cousins. One was prim and proper, one was more of a tomboy.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith. With Ron Howard, also starring Neil Ramirez. He'll pitch the bottom of this inning.
If you want to know anything about the Andy Griffith Show, Buck Showalter is your go-to guy.
Okay.
He's a walking encyclopedia on Andy Griffith trivia.
Pretty good. I mean, not like the real minutia, but. Do you know? Okay, here's a good one. In the pilot of that show, you know what we learned about Andy and Barney? It was never mentioned ever again.
That they once were the double play combination for the Mount Pilot Mountaineers in the old Class D Carolina League.
Not what I was thinking, but good one.
That there
was a punchline that they were cousins.
Oh.
Yes. And it was never mentioned again.
Really?
Yeah.
Explains how Barney got the job.
Something like that, yes.
You ever hear my Aunt B impersonation?
No.
I do a killer. Andy. That's it right there.
That's good. Swing and a miss by Coughlin. And here comes Baez. Duke saying, yeah, I struck out Coughlin.
Yeah. Possible.
How do we get to Andy? Oh, Patty Duke.
Yeah.
60s sitcoms. On the outside corner.
There's Vince Noss. Used to work for the Phillies. I still see him around the ballpark in Philadelphia every now and then. He does Barney Fife to a T. If you're not looking, you think Barney Fife is in the room.
I'm in. Love to meet him next year. There's our Dick Van Dyke lookalike. Kyle Hendricks.
People on Twitter the other day had Jokic as a Mike Fontenot lookalike.
Right? Yeah, that's a good one. Swing and a miss by Baez. Floyd the Barber. Andrew.
Ooh. Love Floyd the Barber.
4-2.
What is this place?
I can't talk about it.
There's been a contamination.
You're not building a radar system, are you?
I'm protecting you.
By building some machine that could wipe us all off the face of the earth.
All new Manhattan, tonight at 10/9 Central on WGN America.
Are you ready?
The refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. The perfect beer for whatever happens.
Where's your pain?
Right here. Right here. Both elbows.
Introducing CopperFit. Advanced cutting-edge compression garments designed to help relieve muscle and joint soreness.
Where has this been for the last few years? If it can work for me with all the joint pain that I've had, it'll definitely work for you.
Helps reduce swelling.
I've seen a huge difference. To me, I feel really good inside and I've accomplished something, and CopperFit has helped me do that.
The high-performance compression fabric is blended with therapeutic copper to help provide support for muscle soreness and guaranteed relief of muscle aches and pains.
I definitely recommend it to anybody to give it a try that has pain. For the first week, I've noticed results.
Don't make your body wait another minute. Get yours right now at getcopperfit.com. Your choice of one compression elbow sleeve or knee for $19.99. Order now and you'll receive a second sleeve free. Feel the relieving power of copper compression. Feel the power of CopperFit.
Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Ramu, fiesta, forever.
Bud Light Lime Reese.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Ford, manufacturers of America's best-selling brand. Check out our best-selling lineup at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com. And by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Welcome back. It's good broth. Hope you enjoyed one at home. Justin Grimm worked a scoreless inning, allowed a hit, but got a double play. Now Neil Ramirez comes out of the Cubs bullpen for the 50th time. 3 up, 3 down, a 1.48 ERA for Ramirez. His stuff similar to Grimm. Maybe a little more giddy up on the fastball, but both guys can light up the radar gun. Curveball and a slider. Tough to hit, boy. Just 29 hits in 42 and 2/3 innings off Neil Ramirez this year.
There's Alcantara, who gave the Cubs a 2-run lead in the 6th with that double. So it's funny, you could tell it's the last day of the season. You've watched us a lot when we've come to Milwaukee. It's a huge press box. It's about a half a mile to get to the men's room at the other end of the press box. And if you or I need to, do our thing, one of us will leave and one will stay, just to make sure we're covered. I go down there. Bill Schroeder and Brian Anderson are both in the men's room. I go, I love it. Final day of the season. You guys just bailed.
Yeah, so let the pictures tell the story.
Here's Maldonado. Drives this to left, and it's Coughlin.
They're probably getting their yearbook signed.
There they are.
Yeah.
Bill 2 decades into his Brewers tenure, and we'll catch Brian on one of the division series coming up this week. I think he's in Baltimore.
Yeah, he's got the O's.
I got my start doing baseball stuff with Bill Schroeder. We did a post-game call-in show on the radio here in Milwaukee in 1994.
Was that fun?
Yeah, of course it was. Enjoyed it very much. And then he got the Brewer gig the next year.
Did you guys yell at the callers?
No, I don't.
Mild-mannered and respectful, no matter how insane their claims might have been?
No, we were nice.
Was it a pretty knowledgeable fan base that was calling in at the time?
Yeah, good baseball fans here in Wisconsin. Yep.
Because sometimes, and I haven't listened in Chicago a lot because I get home real quickly after the game. And I don't know, Judd, he doesn't take a lot of calls, does he, on the post-game show?
Take an occasional one, yeah.
I used to listen when in Houston. I would drive home, and it was a long drive. And I'd listen to that radio show sometimes. And I felt so bad for the host because, the fans would call in and just have these crazy takes on things. And a lot of times, they would want to trade, like, the most marginal Astro prospect for, like, the best player in the American League. And they try to make the case, well, we got to get this guy. And, we can give him, some backup catcher at AAA.
See, football is the best sport for post-game call-in shows because it's once a week. And you can overreact, and I think in some cases properly so. But in baseball, when you do it every single day, and you overreact positively or negatively, it's entertaining, but it's more of just trying to calm people down.
The game doesn't swing that much emotionally from day to day. But, you have to love the passion.
Absolutely. Schaefer's had a good day. He's been on all 3 times. And here comes Herrera, who tied the game in the 5th with a base hit.
Ramirez, 25 years old. He's from Virginia Beach. 6'4", $190. Man hasn't been quite as sharp here lately, and one horrific outing against the Dodgers on the homestand, allowed 5 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Only one of those 5 runs was earned, but he was not sharp in that outing. 5 hits allowed. Worked a scoreless inning Friday here with a strikeout.
Strike on the switch hitter. Schaefer faked towards second, decided not to go. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So the Kristen Wiig movie is not a comedy.
I heard it's a dark comedy. So. You might want to go see it during the day. You've been thinking about that all day?
No, I just
popped into your head.
We started. We had some moments there where nothing baseball entered my brain, and I started thinking back to our movie conversation. And
see some sun coming through the panels off of first. Pretty much the whole outfield is in the shade. Ball got away from Rizzo. And Schaefer yet another base runner to get hit by a pickoff attempt.
It's interesting, the shadows now across the middle of the diamond from the glass here, the windows up behind the first base side, and you can see the lines of the frame there, creating this kind of light shadow sequence as the ball gets to home plate. It can't be easy for the hitters.
Swing and a miss. Good fastball, 2-2. What if you had a ceiling fan over that?
Yeah.
I'm a little queasy. There goes Schaefer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Schaefer gets a stolen base. The 2 outs in the inning. Lyle Overbay will pinch hit. So he'll hit for Zach Duke.
Final line on Jacob Turner today: 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Through 82 pitches. Grimm 1 inning, nothing but zeros. He finished the season with a .378 earned run average.
One of the run scoring innings for Milwaukee, they had 2 infield hits. One was a bunt single, there was an error.
There wasn't a lot of hard contact off Turner here today. He walked 3, 2 of which scored, so that hurt him.
A's lead Texas 2-0. They're in the top of the 6th in Arlington. If the A's win that one, it makes Seattle's game meaningless.
Five shutout for Sonny Gray so far today. 4 hits, hasn't walked anybody, struck out 5. Nick Martinez is pitching for the Rangers. It was supposed to be Derek Holland. Apparently he's suffering from migraines. So you would have to say the A's caught a little bit of a break there. But Martinez has pitched pretty well today.
Matt Kemp is at his 25th. Dodgers lead the Rockies 2-1 in the 2nd. 2 teams from the West. They're headed to the postseason. Dodgers and Giants. Cardinals and Pirates from the Central, and the Nationals from the East. As JD mentioned, the only team in that division with a winning record. Three and 2 on Overbay. Parra would hit next.
Well, baseball fever has to be alive and well in the Capital District with the Orioles and the Nationals both winning divisions.
Popped up into shallow left field. Baez is out, but he'll give way as Coghlan Calls it in, and we'll go to the 8th. It's the Cubs 4 and the Brewers 2 in this season finale.
If you're one of the millions who suffer from the agony of lower back pain, you need Be Active, the revolutionary new acupressure system that instantly helps ease discomfort in your lower back, buttocks, and legs. Watch. Slip on Be Active and tighten the strap. You'll instantly begin experiencing relief. Look, back pain often radiates from the lower back to your lower extremities, but apply Be Active to the trigger point on the calf muscle to instantly relieve pain. The secret is the AcuPoint pressure pad that gently compresses, alleviating pain to the sciatic nerve and lower back for instant relief.
The Active provides firm pressure behind the knee on a specific pressure point, which can help relieve the pain and suffering from sciatica.
Now, get Be Active for $19.99. Call now and double the offer free. Just pay separate processing and handling. If you don't like it, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for $19.99. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-314-7118. That's 1-800-314-7118. Or go online at beactivebrace.com. Call or click today.
Richard Sherman.
Little voice in my stomach?
I'm getting waterlogged down here. What you doing?
When you train as hard as I do, you gotta hydrate.
You need protein, too. And with no artificial ingredients or preservatives. Alberto beef jerky's the real deal, you know.
I hear your little voice in my stomach.
That's what I'm talking about. Alberto beef jerky. You get out what you put in.
I have a cold. It took NyQuil, but I'm still stuffed up.
NyQuil Cold and Flu Liquid Gels don't unstuff your nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Night rushes relief to 8 symptoms of a full-blown cold, including your stuffy nose.
Oh, what a relief it is. Thanks.
Anytime.
They don't play by the rules. Why should we?
The original Law and Order, tomorrow at 2.
Back here in Milwaukee as the Cubs try to take this weekend's set. Make it 8 out of 12 to finish the season. For win number 73. Here's a Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince should be fresh. He hasn't pitched since Thursday. Really good early on for the Brewers overall. A 3.76 ERA. This is his 78th appearance.
It'll be 8 out of 15 during the season. If they could take this one. And winning the season series against the Brewers, that's a nice reversal. Trying to go 11-8.
That might be a couple ABs and out for Rizzo today. Obviously not the case. This is his 4th time up, and so far it's been a really good day for him. 2-run jack in the first. Base hit to right in the 3rd. And he sat back on that curveball for his 3rd hit. That was in the 6th. Driven in 2, scored 2 today.
Three 3-0 on Rizzo. And he walked him. Pedro Strop up in the Cubs bullpen. We'll get some shout outs here. These fans who have written us letters. 2014 Luann Ekstrom. Thanks for the nice note. Robert Garlock from Palatine. Soler, a towering fly ball to center. And one away. Charles Bloom from Skokie sent us a nice note. 92 years old. He said, started listening to Cub games when I was in the 3rd grade. Run home from school to turn on the radio.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about baseball is it's the day-to-day nature of it that, you know, we refer to it from the player's point of view, the grind, but it's the availability of the game on a daily basis that I think the fans really hook into like a soap opera to check in with. Even if you don't watch every single day or listen every single day, you check in for, you know, a little bit here and there. You make sure you check the box scores. Back in the day, it was in the daily paper. Now mostly online, probably.
It's your daily companion. Wayne bounces to first. Lucroy to second for one. Relay, no. Who's going to win the MVP award? I'll tell you our choices. Probably those top 3 candidates: Kershaw, McCutchen, Stanton. For me, it's Kershaw.
Yeah, I would suspect those 3 guys would show up on just about everybody's ballot, depending on where they're prioritized. The voters can list as many as 10. Yeah, I think if I'm with you, I think if I had a vote, I would probably lean towards Kershaw. He's just been so dominant this year.
I really like the idea of thinking about pitchers versus hitters in terms of plate appearances or batters faced. Starting pitchers actually face in a full season more guys than an everyday position player would have plate appearances. Even though you're only out there every 5th day, you control more at bats. 1-1 on Alcantara, now hitting righty against the southpaw. Chased one in the dirt. How about the American League? Is this Mike Trout's here? I'm guessing yes. I'm going to put Victor Martinez on the list just due to the huge offensive numbers he's put up. Josh Donaldson will get some play as well, especially with that wins above replacement.
Yeah, he's just behind Trout in the American League in that department. The advanced metrics really like Donaldson's work.
It's got to be Trout. Yeah, they're going to win 98, 99 games. So he's on the team with the best record. Alcantara strikes out, and that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs leading by 2.
Looks like we just use this sticky tape on the side. Shouldn't be too hard.
I need paper towels, I need paper towels, I need paper towels.
What happened? I threw up on the baby.
Raising Hope, Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
Severe weather can cost you thousands in repairs.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, you need Flex Seal, the easy way to stop leaks fast.
This rubberized coating creates a super strong barrier that's totally waterproof, making Flex Seal perfect for roof repair and basement leaks.
In 2012, Hurricane Sandy ripped right through this area.
It's always a scary feeling because, you know, this is everything for us. This is all we do. We just took the Flex Seal and we just sprayed all the door jambs. Every store on this block had gotten affected by the storm, but we were the only ones who didn't because of the Flex Seal.
Before storms can create costly damage, get Flex Seal for just $19.99. But wait, we're going to double your order. That's twice the storm-stopping power.
Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-278-8314. Go to getflexseal.com. Available in original, bright, or clear. Order now.
Don't let bad snacks ruin your party. Have the experts at O'Hare Party Repair replace them with Tostitos Fajita Scoops. These chips have red peppers you can actually see. No wonder they taste like fajitas. We'll even install a jar of delicious and cheesy Queso Blanco dip. Your party will be moving and grooving in no time. Tostitos, bring the party.
Cubs baseball produced by that man, Mark Brady. Skip Ellison is...
Raise your hand when called.
Vince Lodel, our associate producer. Great work by our entire WGN crew.
Raise your hand.
Christina Ballas is our studio coordinator. She'll be waving from Chicago. Bob Borwald, our executive producer. Great to have you with us today to wrap up the 2014 campaign. Here's Pedro Strop against Gerardo Parra, who takes a pitch low. Cubs wrapping up season number 139 in the National League.
This Grimm, Ramirez, Strop, Rondon quartet been called on frequently in various combinations by Ricky Renteria, and having a lot of success here, especially in the second half of the season.
So this is the youngest team in terms of position player average age the Cubs have had since 1966. Under 27 years old. And it's not going to get much older next year. May even get a little younger when you add it all up.
Some real key developments this year. The emergence of Jake Arrieta as a top of the rotation force. The power arms in the bullpen. Strop's done lately. Rondon. Bounce back years from Rizzo and Castro. And that's where the Cubs are at right now. It's about figuring out who are going to be the pieces going forward.
We should also add, as a little addendum, the season of the first half, as Parra down to a backhanding Rizzo, will go 3-1. Samardzija Hamel put up allowed them to get Addison Russell, adding one of baseball's top prospects to the system.
Absolutely, yep. Looked like Strop was looking for a changeup from Valbuena, and he got a fastball. He's saying it's time to go, man. Let's go. I got places to go, people to see.
Ball one to Braun.
Hard to know what to expect out of the Brewers next year. A lot of it having to do with that guy right there. If Braun returns to form, they're obviously a different club. Gonna have to get that thumb healthy.
Chris Valleca.
Ready for that one.
Lucroy 1 for 3. Ball one. About that, Jonathan Lucroy is going to finish the season at 300. He could have done that last night, but he's played all the way through. Well, I don't like seeing him do damage against the Cubs, but JD, as a baseball fan and observer, you have to appreciate the season he has put together.
Yeah, well, he's a
really good player.
Yeah, he's going to get MVP votes himself. He would have gotten a lot had the Brewers stayed in the race, headed to the postseason. For me, I would like to see that award just go to the Player of the Year. I'd like to detach it from
value,
winning
value,
winning.
Yeah, just the best player.
Best player, Player of the Year.
Well, that's how I consider the MVP.
Yeah, but a lot of voters don't.
Yep.
And if you really want to put value in it, look at how much a guy's making for the production. If you want true value, and this guy, he signed a long-term, very club-friendly deal.
Then you'd have a sponsor built right in.
She would.
Gomez bounces. Valbuena charges. Dug out by Rizzo. Scoreless 8 for Scrope. Let's go to the ninth. It's 4-2.
Oh, my back.
Poor baby.
Ow.
Time I let you in on a little secret. This is why my back doesn't hurt.
Introducing BioBack. If you suffer from lower back pain and have Medicare or private insurance, you may be eligible for the BioBack. The paperwork is taken care of and delivery to your home is free. The BioBack creates opposing forces to support key muscles in the lower back and reduces strain on pain-sensitive structures. The BioBack's lumbar dome immediately improves posture for added pain relief. Join the thousands who have learned how to relieve back pain with the amazing BioBack.
No more back pain. All thanks to BioBack.
And, of course, your wife.
Call Arriva Medical now to order the BioBack. Call 800-329-2147. That's 800-329-2147. 800-329-2147.
Hey, Jennifer Fuzzmike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram.
I'm Chris Mike, Juppie Robon, y'all gonna lead up in Kisbet.
Peace charity, get town down.
For liver, toothpaste, dummy way.
Pop should be spelling our first.
Sex and Nene. But I'm ahead, Maxis Gar and Jump a left, Flip a Joan.
Bruna Brood.
What?
Catch up on what everyone's talking about with the X1 Entertainment Operating System. Preloaded with the latest episodes of the top 100 shows. Only from Xfinity.
Somebody says there's a guy with a gun, you go in.
Blue Bloods begins tonight at 7 East, followed by an all-new episode of Manhattan, only on WGN America.
What is this place?
Critics are raving.
We can't talk about it.
Manhattan is the best show on the air right now.
There's been a contamination.
See why. All new Manhattan, tonight at 10/9 Central on WGN America.
Back here in Milwaukee, put a wrap on the season. Cubs leading 4-2. Two-run homer, Anthony Rizzo in the first. Two-run double. There's Mendy Alcantara in the sixth. Here's hard-throwing right-hander Jeremy Jeffress. Trying to keep the Cubs where they are. And Clark is now playing first as well for Lucroy.
Numbers for Jeffress very good across the board. Started the year on the DL. And coming back from off-season shoulder surgery. Pitched 28 times, a 163 earned run average. And go upper 90s with the fastball.
One more day at the ballpark. And it's Chris Valleca. Jeff Nelson coming out of the Brewer dugout. What's going on?
No idea.
Strike called on a breaking ball to Valleca.
So are we not going to get any drama then with all this potential extra baseball?
May not have any games tomorrow.
Nothing, yeah.
Right?
A's. I guess.
Rangers would have to beat the A's for that to happen. Valleca's on.
Pirates lost. Tigers took care of business. So even though the Royals are winning, that doesn't matter now. So the A's need to lose. The Mariners need to win. A's lead 2-0, bottom of the 7th in Arlington. Mariners lead the Angels 1-0, bottom of the 3rd in Seattle. Best moment of the 2014 season? How about John Baker getting the win on the mound?
Pretty fun.
And scoring the winning run.
Wide for a ball, 1-1.
So the Cubs need to win this game to keep that Milwaukee-Chicago rivalry even that we showed earlier in the ball game.
After the Bears lost to the Packers today. Yep.
We had Cubs, Brewers, White Sox, Brewers, Packers, Bears, Bulls, Bucks. And what was the time frame? How many years?
Since 94.
232 and 232. Well, Hector Rondon realizes how much pressure's on him. He'll take the mound here in the bottom of the 9th.
Having a typical baseball convo with Ricky Renteria the other day, just talking playoff scenarios and what do you do in an elimination game. And I think I said, okay, so what do you do if you're Brad Ausmus? Do you use David Price on short rest to pitch a 9th inning, or Joe Nathan? You know, because once you get into October, you can use starters as relievers. And he smiled. He said, I'd use Hector Rondon.
Yeah, he feels really good about having Rondon at his disposal these days.
Good answer.
Ricky's heading to Austin. Go visit his mom for a few days at the end of the season.
Back.
I think, for one, I think Ricky Renteria has done a heck of a job here this year. He brought in to kind of rally the troops, you know, Castro, Rizzo coming off years, have responded, had big years. He's kind of been that constant upbeat presence in the clubhouse and the dugout. But he pays attention to detail. It's not like he overlooks mistakes. He's constantly talking to his guys.
Mentioned Jose Castro. He's between Brandon Hyde and Ricky Renteria. We don't see Jose all the time because he's working on the video reviews as well with now Masimoto. Cubs were very aggressive in challenging calls this year, which I think is a good thing too. Is Valaika took off and Baker walks. You don't get, it's like timeouts. You don't get to leave them on the table. So even if your percentage isn't quite as high as some other teams, the only time it really kind of bit the Cubs, there was one review that he lost, and then there was a play at the plate that he couldn't challenge. That's the only one all year. Be interested to see how they do tweak replay in the offseason, and prior to that, JD, how it goes in the playoffs. I think they have tweaked the new collision rule to the point where everybody seems satisfied that they kind of have it sorted out, but we still may see one of those in the lane, but is the guy, you know, 2 steps away? How is that going to work? Yeah, and it seems like the fact that they had to, you know, send a memo out clarifying that rule has given the umpires some leeway. Yep. Watkins off the bench moves the runners up. So in other words, where in the past umpires may have thought, well, you know, there was no way there was going to be a collision here, but the catcher was at one point blocking the path of the base runner at home plate, therefore I have to call him safe. Now they have some wiggle room where even upon review they can say, you know what, there's no way this guy, you know, the ball was there well in advance of the base runner, regardless of where the catcher was positioned. He didn't take anything away from the base runner. Right. Therefore, you're out. Kind of adding some common sense. I think we should have him play at the plate right here so we can talk about it. We might have one. There's the throw. Safe. He got his hand in. So Valaika scores. It's 5-2. Good execution by the Cubs here in this inning. Single walk, sacrifice bunt. Coghlan puts it in play. Valaika streaks home. Well, he didn't give him a lane. But he did. Yeah, that's kind of a no-look tag attempt by Maldonado. That was pretty clever. Watch him come all the way around, hoping to find Coghlan. Or Valaika rather. A little sleight of hand, gets the back corner of home plate. First and third, a run in. And it's Baez. I'm telling you, there are a lot of Cub fans out there who have already decided Javier Baez isn't going to make it, and I would be very careful about writing him off. He's 21 years old. He is just getting started. A lot of the struggles were expected. A lot of the at-bats have been very ugly at times. This will be a very good experience for him when it's all said and done, even though he's going to hit about $170. This goes back to some of the post-game call-in shows for baseball. This is just a small thumbnail of his career. Yeah, I mean, he's still a very young player, and he's a supremely talented player, and you like his chances of being able to make some adjustments going forward. I have no idea how it's going to play out, but he's got a lot of time. This is interesting, though. Remember when he first came up, second or third day in the big leagues, and I threw out the Mark Reynolds comparison. And I said,
would Cub fans be happy if Javi Baez turned out to be Mark Reynolds as a hitter, but did all that while playing a middle infield position?
And generally the answer was no.
People were like, are you crazy? This guy's he's a Hall of Famer. Now, if I ask that question to those same Cub fans, if Javi Baez was Mark Reynolds offensively while playing shortstop, would you take it? I'm curious to know what the response would be.
Well, he has struck out for a third time today. Yeah, my point about that comparison isn't that I'm really necessarily going to answer your question. But don't scoff at, you're not, I'm saying you, whoever out there scoffs at that comparison. Don't scoff at what a guy like Mark Reynolds has already accomplished. I think too often when you say, well, what if he has this guy's career? No, he'll be better than that. Well, not every guy is better than that.
Yeah, Mark Reynolds has had a very nice career. And like the point I made at the time was, if Javi does that and he's playing shortstop for the Cubs or second base, middle infield position, he's probably going to make a handful of all-star teams. Those numbers as a middle infielder tend to stand out.
There will be some mechanical tweaks for Javi, but I don't think that's really what it's about. I think mostly it's about not swinging at bad pitches. It's very simple, easier said than done at this level. And they'll get a fresh start in 2015.
Yeah, and I think, good quick move here. You got to stay on that ball. He got out there quickly, was in position. All right, well, there's always next year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a hitting guy, and I haven't talked to Billy Miller in a while about Baez, but I think he's quick enough and strong enough where he could kind of shorten that whole load process he's got going. Kind of a cleaner, quicker path to the ball.
The ball gets by.
I think that hit him again. I think that hit him.
Did it hit him?
I think so.
If it did, he's out. Yep. And that's it for the inning. So a strikeout to end it. Cubs get one, 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the ninth.
I wouldn't have to do all this if you weren't doing dog stuff like barking or...
Who gave Hope a steak bone?
She fetched my slippers. I keep my promises.
Raising Hope. Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
I have a cold. I took NyQuil, but I'm still stuffed up.
NyQuil Cold and Flu Liquid Gels don't unstuff your nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Night rushes relief to 8 symptoms of a full-blown cold, including your stuffy nose.
Oh, what a relief it is. Thanks.
Anytime.
A smile.
They say you get what you pay for. But sometimes you get a whole lot more, like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger and other great tastes for less from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
Get up to 20% off and 1,000 rewards points at bestwestern.com with a swipe, a tap, or a click. Get up to 20% off and enjoy breakfast, free high-speed internet, and 1,000 rewards points. Only at bestwestern.com.
What's for lunch, America? That's easy. Golden Corral's new $7.99 lunch deal. It's the fastest lunch in town, and there's something for everyone. It's nonstop appetizers, entrees, our endless salad bar, and our new Las Vegas-style desserts. It's our $7.99 endless lunch, and it's only at Golden Corral.
This is a pip.
It's part of a Hershey's bar.
We break it.
We bite it.
We sneak it.
We smush it. We savor it.
We love it.
Hershey's is mine. Yours.
Our chocolate.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
What's your kitty's name?
It's a puma. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Always love that shot here at Miller Park of that fan-shaped roof, especially when it's open. 5-2 Cubs, 3 outs to go in the season. As Hector Rondon's in a safe spot here in the ninth.
That'd be a good way to finish off the year. Picking up his 29th save, 3 outs away from doing that. Rondon is sitting right around 97 miles an hour with his fastball in recent outings. Picked up a little velocity with his slider.
In a row. He'll carry 15 in a row into next year. In the bottom of the 8th in Arlington, still 2-0 A's over the Rangers. Mariners leading the Angels 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. The A's win, they're in, and the Mariners are out. Segura to lead off. 97, but missing. Ball 1. Scooter Gennett is on deck.
You have a Scooter sighting. Other than fixing the sausage relay race. Rondon, 26 years of age. He's from Venezuela. .6'3", $180. Rule 5 draft pick prior to last year.
Maleka will pick it up. Go to first in time. 1 down.
We talk a lot about the trades the Cubs have made at the deadline in recent seasons to add talent, but how shrewd was the move picking up Rondon in the Rule 5 draft?
Yeah, they had to carry him all of last year. He wasn't used a ton early. But by September, I think everybody could see why the Cubs wanted him. He's healthy. And he's been terrific. Brewers have just 5 hits today as they bat here in the 9th inning. Here's Gennett for Maldonado. Strike 1. .5 games into Gennett's career. He is a .301 hitter. .324 last year. .289 so far this season. He's got some pop too. One and two. Maybe a little high. Foul tip, strike 3.
Slipped a piece of cheese right by him. Took a bite out of it. That's about it. Cub fans down here in front of us to the right are trying to get everybody to stand up. They're not getting a lot of compliance from the Brewer fans.
Strike away. He's thrown a couple this inning. 0-2 on Schaefer. That is a fun new toy. Actually a split. Outside 97. One-two from Rondon. A two-bouncer to Rizzo. Rondon covering. Cubs win. They finish the season taking 2 of 3 from the Brewers. And the next time we'll have Cubs baseball will be spring training 2015. Final score, Cubs 5, Brewers 2. We'll be back.
Are you ready?
The refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. The perfect beer for whatever happens.
My goal was to finally get in shape. Not to be focusing again on my moderate to severe chronic plaque psoriasis. So I finally made a decision to talk to my dermatologist about Humira. Humira works inside my body to target and help block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to my symptoms. In clinical trials, most adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis saw 75% skin clearance on Humira, and the majority of people were clear or almost clear in just 4 months.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Set a new goal today. Ask your dermatologist about Humira, because with Humira, clear skin is possible.
They say you get what you pay for, but sometimes you get a whole lot more. Like the great tastes starting at just 99 cents each at Wendy's, where saving doesn't mean settling.
Now that's better.
Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Paramu, Fiesta, forever.
Bud Light Lime Reeves.
Once again, our final today, the Cubs 5 and the Brewers 2. Cubs baseball in high definition, coast to coast on WGN, has been brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Stay tuned. We have the final 10th inning show of the season coming up from Milwaukee next.
Hey, Jennifer's Mike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram.
I'm Chris Mike, Jubby Robon. Y'all gonna lead up in kiss bed.
Peace charity, get town down.
For liver, toothpaste, dummy way.
Top Hat should be still on our first.
Saxonini. But I'm ahead. Max is scoring. Jump a left. Flip a down.
Bruna Brood.
What? Catch up on what everyone's talking about with the X1 Entertainment Operating System. Preloaded with the latest episodes of the top 100 shows. Only from Xfinity.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Sabra, got the good stuff.
Borrow them both.
Oh, yeah, borrow both. We're all about sharing.
That stays here. Oh, I love that one.
Decisions are hard, aren't they? Now, go try it on, girl. May I ask you a question?
What?
Who is that?
Honey, that's Carol.
Carol, love her. Yum. Not you, the hummus. You look great, Carla.
Carol.
Carol.
Sabra hummus. Dip life to the fullest.
This is a pip.
It's part of a Hershey's bar.
We break it.
We bite it.
We sneak it.
We smush it. We savor it.
We love it.
Hershey's is mine. Yours.
Our chocolate.
What's for lunch, America? That's easy. Golden Corral's new $7.99 lunch deal. It's the fastest lunch in town, and there's something for everyone. It's nonstop appetizers, entrees, our endless salad bar, and our new Las Vegas-style desserts. It's our $7.99 endless lunch, and it's only at Golden Corral.
Somebody says there's a guy with a gun, you go in.
Blue Bloods begins tonight at 7 East, followed by an all-new episode of Manhattan, only on WGN America.
Welcome to the 10th inning show to wrap up the 2014 season. The Cubs beat the Brewers today 5-2 to take 2 of 3 this weekend and finish the year 73-89. For the Cubs, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 7 left. For Milwaukee, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 stranded. Jacob Turner finishes his season with a win. Mike Fiers takes the loss. Hector Rondon with his 29th save. 3:09 the game time in front of 33,837. Anthony Rizzo with his 32nd home run. We'll have more from Miller Park in a moment.
You know, there's a more enjoyable way to get your fiber. Try Phillips Fiber Good Gummies. They're delicious and an excellent source of fiber to help support regularity.
These are good.
The tasty side of fiber from Phillips.
Something big is coming. And this time, we brought company. On September 30th, the game you love is back.
Pizza place, hold please.
You're holding for pizza. And wasting your life. Yes, wasting your life.
Let's go to Little Caesars and grab a hot and ready pizza.
Don't listen to your wife. Keep waiting and holding and waiting forever.
All right. Introducing Little Caesars Hot and Ready Pretzel Crust Pizza. A large pizza with a creamy cheddar cheese sauce topped with mozzarella, pepperoni, and a 4-cheese blend, all on a buttery, salted, soft pretzel crust for just $6 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey, guys.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Welcome back to Miller Park. The Cubs beating the Brewers today 5-2 the final score. I thought a fitting ending as Anthony Rizzo had another big day offensively at the plate, and clearly the Cubs MVP this season.
Yeah, remarkably consistent year for Anthony Rizzo, an all-star, and really turned it on in the second half, even posting better numbers in the second half of the season. A big finish, 353 here in September with an OPS up over 1,000. I've said frequently throughout the year, you know, after an off year last year, mid-season this season, you could kind of check that box. We got our big slugging first baseman covered, a young guy with all kinds of talent. Big year for Rizzo and plenty of big years to come.
Certainly something to build on for next year. We'll have a final word on the 2014 next.
You know, There's a more enjoyable way to get your fiber. Try Phillips Fiber Good Gummies. They're delicious and an excellent source of fiber to help support regularity.
These are good.
The tasty side of fiber from Phillips.
Here's a good one, Seattle. What did Geico say to the Mariner? We could save you a boatload. But what's Seattle's favourite noise? The Puget Sound. All right, never mind. Don't matter. This is a classic. What does an alien seamstress sew with? A space needle. Oh, come off it, Captain.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Dave's been working on his game.
Morning, double bogey.
Hey, three-putt. And starting each day with a delicious bowl of heart-healthy Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
How's your cereal?
Sweet. Tastes like winning.
How would you know what winning tastes like?
Dave knows it's also a delicious source of fiber and one more step towards a healthy tomorrow.
You eat slower than you play.
You're in a hurry to lose, huh?
Oh, okay.
Invest in your heart health with Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
No crying today.
Something big is coming. And this time, we brought company. On September 30th, the game you love is back.
Somebody says there's a guy with a gun, you go in.
Blue Bloods begins tonight at 7 East, followed by an all-new episode of Manhattan, only on WGN America.
Well, never boring around the Cubs. This offseason should be intriguing in a lot of ways. The Cubs certainly will add some pieces. Probably starting pitching, JD, is where you would start, but maybe a position player or two.
Yeah, I think the focal point will be trying to add to the rotation. You know, Theo and Jed have talked about that a lot. The fact that there's probably a better crop of free agents going to be available after next season, but there's still some intriguing names out there that I expect the Cubs are going to make a run at, and it's going to be very interesting when we gather again in Mesa in a few months.
Thanks for all the great analysis and some laughs along the way.
Thank you, and thank you for everybody at home for letting us into your living room.
Absolutely. The final score today, Cubs 5, Brewers 2. Thanks for watching all season long on WGN.
It's all radioactive.
All new Manhattan, tonight on WGN America.